Hey guys, it's me again. And today we're going to look at a different program called NBTExplorer, which we can use to do a lot of cool stuff. But today I just want to show you how you can make CCE shulker boxes with it up to versions 1.20.1 and how to fix CCE related crash loops. So let's get started. Here we have a little setup that I made to demonstrate the video. This is just a normal shulker box file with a comparator that does nothing, and this, which we're gonna use later to demonstrate crash loops. And if we now break this dirt block, you can see that the poppy breaks too, because it doesn't suppress. And if we now want to make that a CCE box, we could of course just use a knick-knack suppressor, or also OOM suppression for the guys of you that are in 1.20.1, for example. But we can also use NBTExplorer, as I already said, which is especially useful if you just want to test some stuff. So how does that work? Okay, now we are in NBTExplorer, and here I have opened the save file that the world we were just in represents. To open your save file, you can, if you play for example with the default Minecraft launcher or have your world in the default Minecraft folder, you can press this button. If you, for example, use a different launcher that has its own folder, you can open this folder here. And if you're using Prism launcher like me and you did not change the default folder location, I would suggest just copying the world and putting it like in your downloads folder also, that you can easily access it, and then just copy it back when you're done. So what do we want to do now? We want to find the shulker box now in this folder, and to do that we need the chunk it is located in. And if you have a lot of shulker boxes or block entities in general in that chunk, the exact coordinates would also be helpful. If we want to create a shulker box, then we can simply use the F3 screen. To find out in which region file you need to search to find the shulker box, you can firstly show the chunk borders with F3 plus G, and then open the F3 screen, and here you can now see the region file you need to look in and the chunk you are in. Here are the chunk coordinates, and here are the name of the chunk file that you need to search in the region file. So now that we have the region file we need to search in and the chunk, we can open the region folder, then search the region file -1 and now we need to scroll down to chunk 3131. This one, the last one. And now we can see that here is this entry block entities, which has again 2 entries. We can just open this, and now we see 2 entries. We can open them. Oh, that is a comparator, we do not care about that. And this is a shulker box. If you have a lot of shulker boxes in this chunk, you can now compare the coordinates to find the one you would want to turn into a CCE suppressor. And if you found it, you can click on this and then click on the little pen. And now you just need to remove the shulker box and put lectern here. Press OK. Press save here. Now you can close NBTExplorer, and if you have, like me, copied the folder from your saves folder in like the downloads folder, you need to put it back in the Minecraft save folder. If you've done that, you can start Minecraft again and you will see that you have a suppressor now. So, now that we are back in Minecraft, we can see the setup looks exactly the same, but now we cannot open the shulker box anymore. And if we get the block data, we can see it is a lectern. Now we can again do our poppy test, and we will see that it stays floating. It is now a suppressor. So now I can also demonstrate what this is for. This is to demonstrate how to get out of a crash loop. Of course, nobody would make such a setup that would trigger a crash loop on purpose, but for the sake of simplicity of this video, I'll just keep it like that. You could run the crash loop like, for example, if you build the butt line wrong or screw up with pistons near your suppressor. So, to demonstrate, we can see that I have the git update suppression crash rule from carpet TAS set to true. So if I trigger this, and if I now log update suppression crashes, we can see that it triggers a crash every time that node block turns on and off. And we can see that in action when I turn the carpet rule to false. We get an instant game crash. So how can we fix this now? Because if we try to log back into the world, we can see it will just instantly crash the game again. For this, you will now need the crash report of that crash. So now that we have this crash report here, which you can find in the crash reports folder in your Minecraft folder, you want to scroll a bit down to this details section here, and here we can see the location that the crash happened at, that caused the crash. Here we can see the region file we need to look in, and the chunk coordinates that the crash happened in. Those two are important, and you need to memorize them or write them down. So now that we're back in NBTExplorer, we can again open the region folder, open the region file -1, and then scroll down. And now we need to look at the last column, to the chunk that has the coordinates -1 and -1, the ones we just found in the crash report. Open this, then again open the block entities, and we can see some more. These are the observers. And if we open this, we see, oh, it's the shulker box we changed to a lectern. To fix this now, we can simply put the shulker underscore box back, save this, press save here, and then again put that file back into your saves folder. So now that we're back in Minecraft, we can try loading into world again, and if everything worked, it should not crash, and it should just be there next to a normal shulker box. We can again run this, and you see it's a shulker box, which won't crash the game if we repeatedly update that comparator. Okay guys, that's already it. I hope you liked the video. If you did, then you can like, and you should subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I hope you can now recover if you screw up real bad with update suppression. Goodbye.